So you start at the blank page, the empty canvas, the untouched camera. The weight of expectation presses down, expectation from others, but mostly from yourself. You think, what should I make? What will people think? Will this even matter? What if you're asking the wrong questions? What if instead of creating out of obligation, you begin to create out of meaning? What if instead of chasing approval or perfection, you actually chase the deeper purpose behind what you produce? Let's talk about finding meaning in what you create and why it's the only way to experience true, sustainable fulfillment. The pressure to create is everywhere. It whispers that your work isn't enough, that you aren't enough, unless you're constantly producing. It's the algorithm nudging you to post more. It's the inner critic demanding you to be better. It's the comparisons that never stop scrolling. But here's the truth. Pressure is a thief. It steals your joy. It steals your inspiration. It steals your energy. It reduces your art, your expression, into a task to be checked off, a box to be filled. But when you create only to satisfy pressure, you'll eventually burn out. Instead, what if you asked yourself, why do I create? Not what you're making, not how you'll make it, but why? Because when you understand your why, you move from obligation to purpose. And purpose transforms pressure into passion. It gives weight to what you create, turning each project into something more than just a thing. It becomes a part of who you are. Think about the last time that you created something that truly mattered to you. Maybe it was a photo that captured a fleeting moment, a video that told a story close to your heart. Or maybe it was a live stream that connected you with others in a way that felt real. In those moments, the work didn't feel like a burden, did it? It wasn't about how many likes it would get or whether it would go viral. It was about the act of creation itself. It was about putting something meaningful into the world, a reflection of what's inside you. This is the power of meaning. It takes the mundane and it makes it sacred. It transforms what you do into who you are becoming. When you create with meaning, every frame, every word, every brushstroke carries weight. It doesn't just exist. It speaks. It whispers. This is my story. This is my soul. So how do you find meaning in what you create? It starts by shifting your focus. Create for connection, not approval. Stop asking, will they like this? And start asking, does this connect? Whether it's with your audience, it's with a loved one, or simply with yourself, let connection guide your creation. Secondly, look for the bigger picture, because your work is more than the finished product. It's a piece of your journey. It's a step in the path that you're walking. Ask yourself, what does this teach me? How does this shape me? Thirdly, embrace the imperfect, please. Meaning doesn't live in perfection. It lives in the raw. It lives in the real, in the human. So let go of the pressure to make something flawless and focus on making something true. Fourth, let purpose be your compass. Before you begin, ask, why am I creating this? Not because I have to or because someone expects it. Find the deeper reason. Is it to tell a story? To inspire? To process? Let that purpose anchor you when the pressure starts creeping in. You see, when you create with meaning, something shifts. The work becomes less about the result and more about the journey. The process itself becomes fulfilling, even if no one ever sees the final product. And here's the beautiful thing. When your work is rooted in meaning, the people who experience it will feel that too. Because meaning is contagious. It resonates. It moves people, not because it's perfect, but because it's real. This is how you find sustainable freedom in your creativity, not by chasing results, but by chasing meaning. Not by giving into the pressure, but by grounding yourself in purpose. So the next time you sit down to create, I want you to pause, take a breath, and ask yourself, Why does this matter to me? And then let that answer guide you. Because when you create with meaning, you're not just making something for the world, you're making something from the world. And that's what makes it all worth doing. You've always wondered if what you create matters, if the late nights, the revisions, the countless attempts carry any weight beyond yourself. Purpose isn't something you find in perfection, it's something you uncover in the act of creating, in the courage to bring your vision to life. Every image, every word, every idea you shape has the potential to touch someone's heart, to speak something they didn't know they needed. What you create isn't just about you, it's a reflection of the world as you see it. It's a gift that turns your struggles and triumphs into something meaningful. And as your work leaves your hands, you realize true purpose isn't about what you make. It's about the lives you change along the way.